What's up, everybody? Jamie Rick coming to you. We are somewhere in the Arizona desert at the moment. Want to take a quick couple minutes to talk to you guys about kind of Us Xpess, Covenant, and TEL, good, bad, why we left, etc. How things are going over here. So first off, Us Xpess, nothing really bad to say about them. It was my first company. I was with them on and off for 3 years. It's a starter company. I mean, it's just plain and simple. There's a difference for you new guys that don't know. He's about to get soaked. So, them as a whole, no issues. Made good friends over there. They treated me nicely. I mean, it is what it is. The lease purchase portion sucked compared to other options. If your sole thing is wanting a walkaway lease, then they're great. You know, go for it. And that's probably your best option as far as a walkaway lease. But that program is at the bottom of the barrel because of that. The trucks have, I know, like mine had 380,000 miles on it or something. Payments were, I think for us, were like 1,000 something. Yeah. Payments were 1,000 something. So the reason we left was when he come along, we were putting like 7,000-8,000 miles a week on this truck, and we got to thinking, you know, by the time we pay this truck off, it's going to be worth nothing because it's going to be such high mileage. And our goal is, for me, mine and his goal is to create a company. And you can't do that with an 800,000 mile truck. So we cut our losses, went ahead and quit, and came over to Covenant. Well, first I found a lease company that we thought was good and that we wanted to pursue, which is a TEL. I'll do TEL here in a minute. So TEL, you have 4 options. If you lease through TEL, you can go to Covenant, you can go to USA Truck, and then there's 2 other ones that I've never heard of. So we chose to go to, at first I was going to go to USA because they had their own load board that you can pick off of. And the person at TEL told me since we're a team, we should look into Covenant first to make sure that, to see if it would be a better fit for us. So he did talk to, where else going? Talk to Covenant, and they said, I told them what we wanted. We wanted to be home every weekend, still run 5,000 miles or so, make good money. Sorry guys, it's raining right now. Pissing cats and dogs. So talked to them. Everything sounded great. So we told TEL we wanted to. TEL said it'd be a month or 2 months, just about, where they can get a truck in for us. So I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. So Covenant said we can go ahead and come on and drive a company truck while we wait for our lease truck from TEL. That's great. Covenant as a whole, not too bad. They have their issues like always. Biggest issue is their breakdown department. Their breakdown department is hit and miss. It has issues for sure. One day you'll call, they'll answer right away. The next day you can wait an hour to get a hold of somebody. So that's their biggest Achilles heel. We also had a little bit of issue, so we're on an engineered lane because we wanted to be home every weekend, so they engineered us a lane. We go Georgia, California, Ohio, back to Georgia. We had a little bit of issue on our last leg, Ohio to Georgia. It kept canceling on us for about a month and a half, and so we contacted who we needed to contact. Say, hey, we're having issues with them. Is there anything y'all can do? And after about a month and a half, they got it all fixed, and so the last month and a half, everything's been going smooth. We get home late Friday, or like 1 or 2 a.m. Saturday. So got that kink worked out, and since then it's been it was great. Company wise, I have 4 years experience, so I was getting paid 73 cents a mile, I think it was. Rick only has less than a year, or had less than 6 months, so he was getting 65 cents a mile. And that's times half the mileage, so 2,500. So we're running 5,000, so 25 for him, 25 for me. I was bringing home, median was about 16 to 1,700. For him was about 13 to 1,400. So they pay pretty well. Probably some of the better ones out of a lot of companies. So nothing really to complain about there except for the breakdown issue. I do think Covenant has better equipment, like options on their trucks. They could do a little bit better maintaining their equipment, mainly tires. But as far as like smooth riding and all that kind of stuff, their trucks are awesome. Now TEL. So TEL is a third-party lease company. They're not associated with Covenant or anybody. Their biggest carrier that they deal with is Covenant, I would say. So super, like the last video, I showed you all the truck and everything. Super pleased with the truck still. It's running great. TEL, we had a little issue at first. We had a coolant issue that turned out to be nothing. It was a factory issue. They sent it from the factory with like the bare minimum coolant. So every time we would rock the truck or hit a bump or something, it would say coolant level, or check the coolant level. So we called them and said, hey, we're having this issue. So far the best breakdown I ever dealt with. They got us right to a TA, fixed it up for us, and we're on our way. It was just little, probably half a gallon low on coolant than what it needed to keep from shaking and rocking and tripping that sensor. But other than that, truck's running great. Great fuel mileage. The ride, I did not realize how bad the Freightliners were when it come to the ride. I will never own another Freightliner again in my life. So us being a team, we're constantly driving. One of us is always in the bed. So the ride was so much smoother. I don't know what Peterbilt does to make it so much smoother, but it is night and day, and we get so much better sleep. It's great. And just the way they had the truck set up, the amenities, the size of the truck. If you look at the pictures, if you go to United States Trucking Company on Instagram, there's pictures on there too. It's bigger than a Freightliner and other stuff. It's the 579.
Longer and heavier.
Yeah, longer. The axle length's longer. Our fifth wheel slide is massive. And then we have the platform back there, huge platform. So it's just all around great truck. Dealing with TEL has been awesome. They're very informative. They're constantly calling, asking how things are going, checking up on us. So that's been all great. We'll go into our kind of future. So we did get to create our LLC. It's a United States Trucking Company. So that's going to be our company name. We got to get our business license and all that stuff done. But we're in the process of transferring the truck over to the LLC. So it's been really easy dealing with TEL and Covenant on that front. So really the next steps for us to build up equity. The reason we went ahead and did the LLC is because, so this is not a walk-away lease, and it has a balloon payment. That's why we picked this. I feel like if you, not that people can't, but if you're wanting a real deal lease purchase, you need to get one that it has good terms. So this one's 2 years. At the end of 2 years, you have the $78,000 balloon payment. So that's why we went ahead and did the LLC. That way we have equity and built up into the. Good Lord, it is flooding outside. Anyway, so we have equity built up. When that 2 years is up, we can get a loan easily for it and start building the company. You can walk away from the lease, but it's like $7,000-8,000 to do so, penalty. Holy cow! So, yeah, I believe it's a bet. If you're wanting to go the business route, that's the better way. It's fast. It gets it onto your company pretty quick, and
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna make this.
No, yeah, you can go swing out there. Swing out there.
This way.
Right. Yeah, go right. Swing far out there, and then turn left. There you go. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions about the TEL program, feel free to ask. So far, it's so good. So kind of going into the Us Xpess thing. So these are brand new trucks, 2022, 2023 trucks. This is a 23. Super nice. No, it had like 1,000 miles. So from the factory over to TEL's main office up in Indianapolis, and then come down to us. So it had like 1,000 miles on it. Never been driven, and we're paying $1,090 a week. So we were paying the same for the Us Xpess truck that had 350,000 miles on it. Excuse me. So yeah, that's a much better deal. At least when we get this paid off, it'll still be worth something. This guy. Yes, perfect. First one. But yeah, everything's going great. I think it's really about it. Our next steps are to build up equity, build up some money, and then in 2 years get this thing put onto our own bank account, and then start our own authority, and get a driver in there, and then start building. And then we'll go back to TEL, lease another truck, and then 2 years that one will be ready, and so we'll have two. And then hopefully after those two are on the authority and we're in good standing, we can start buying from a dealership. So that's the whole plan. We'll see how that timeline goes, and I will keep you updated and all that kind of stuff. So for people that don't know, we were with Us Xpess, and now we're with Covenant and TEL. If you guys want to know more about Us Xpess, Covenant, whatever, just comment and I'll answer them best I can. But until next time, I will catch y'all later. Hope you all have a good one. Be safe out there, and see you later.